Now we're going to show you how to make our party time drip cake. This chocolate cake combines beautiful chocolate and really fun party time colors. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is use my Dawn Exceptional Light Blue Buttercream and place it on my cake board. Next, I'm going to use my Dawn Baker's Request Dark Devil's Food Cake. I have to say, this is a 1 pound deposit in an 8-inch pan. And look how gorgeous and level this cake has baked. I've got nice high shoulders, no feet down below, and this cake is so level that I don't ever need to trim it. So I'm just gonna be able to build my cake. Next, I'm going to put a cream scoop of my Dawn Exceptional Light Blue Buttercream, and I'm gonna spread it out. A cream scoop is nice because it's perfect portion control, and it's exactly enough to add on my cake. All right. Now, the next 2 layers I'm going to put upside down. And I do that so that my cake stays completely level. If this was any other brand, I would probably have to trim the bellies, but I don't have to today. So, same size scoop for the next layer. Off we go. Next, we're going to add this top layer here. And now I really want to take the time, because I am doing a 3-layer cake, to measure up the sides. 1 last scoop for the top. Now, because I have a 3-layer cake, I'm going to need to add some internal supports so that my cake stays nice and beautiful in my display case. So I'm going to use a nice straw. I use compostable straws in my bakery because then I don't have to worry about polluting, but you can use whatever kind you like. After the holes are filled in, I'm gonna go back in and fill up my layers. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the top. There we go. Now when I'm in a production shop, I would start my cakes the day before because I like to give them time to settle. This is especially important if you do wedding cakes or large celebration cakes, because if you try to crumb coat and decorate in one day, you may get a little settling, and on those highly decorated designs, that is going to be a problem. Now it's time to smooth ice the cake. This cake here has settled overnight. You'll notice that I don't see any indentations where I put my internal support system in, and as long as you crumb coat the cake the day before, whether you are going to use buttercream or rolled fondant, it will solve the problem of having bubbles on the side of your cake. So this is a really, really important step. It seems really small and really silly, but it's a big deal, and it will save you so much heartache. After I lay the top in, I'm gonna go along each side. I love the combination of chocolate and blue. It's really pretty, it's really festive. And this blue is right out of my buttercream tub. I didn't have to mess with it, which is really nice. And the best part about the Dawn buttercream colors are that they retain their color. So I know that I can put this in my bakery case and it's gonna stay just as pretty tomorrow as it is today. So as soon as we're done with the buttercream, before it sets, because our shortening based buttercreams set really, really quickly, I am going to go ahead and use my sprinkles. Now this look like the fancy sprinkles that you buy online that are already pre-blended for you and cost an arm and a leg. The only difference is I bought all these at Dawn and I blended them myself and paid half the price. So in here we have things that we stock at most of our locations. We've got our Berry Calibo Dark Chocolate Crisp Pearls, our King Blings Grande Pearls. We have pink nonpareils, white nonpareils, pink decorettes, and purple decorettes. And I've literally just got all those sprinkles and I've mixed them together to make this really pretty mix that looks really fancy and twice the price, but I was able to get it all at Dawn. I always test my flat icing, or whatever it is I'm gonna drip. I always test it first because it's a whole lot easier to wash a deli container than it is to try to take an ugly drip off a cake. So let's go ahead and test and see how we're looking. That looks gorgeous. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna kind of loop around the outside like this. It should look organic. And then I'm gonna take my icing and now I'm gonna bring it around the middle in a circular motion. We want the icing to fill in naturally, and I'm trying to go as quick as I can because our exceptional flat icings are formulated to set up quickly, which is awesome, and also means you need to work quick when you're doing cakes. All right, so now I'm gonna take a nice hot, dry palette knife, and I'm gonna go ahead and draw this around, and I'm gonna give it almost like a little swirl shape, but not an exaggerated one. And this way, as my icing sets, it will look intentional. So this is gonna set for just a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in my top border. I'm using a star tip that's not quite a French tip, it's like a feathery star tip that's quite large. Classic rope design, just on the inside.